Scheduled castes are those castes or races in the country that suffer from extreme social, educational, and economic backwardness arising out of age old practice of blind beliefs such as depriving lower castes and certain others on account of lack of infrastructure facilities and geographical isolation, and who need special consideration for safeguarding their interests and for their accelerated social economic development. These communities were notified as scheduled castes as per provisions contained in clause 1 of article 341 of the Constitution of India. Constitution of India safeguards protection of SC and ST rights. Article 16 of the Constitution also assures equal opportunity to all citizens for employment in any office under the state, including in promotions without any discrimination based on caste. According to Article 17 of the Constitution, untouchability is abolished and its practice in any form is forbidden. The enforcement of any disability arising out of untouchability shall be an offense punishable in accordance with law. In the case of People's Union for Democratic Rights versus Union of India, the Supreme Court held that whenever a fundamental right contained in Articles 17, 23, or 24 was being violated by a private individual, it would be the constitutional obligation of the state to take necessary steps to interdict such violation and ensure that such person should respect the right merely because the aggrieved person could himself protect or enforce his invaded fundamental rights did not absolve the state from its constitutional obligations. Article 23 and 24 of Indian Constitution deal with the right against exploitation. Article 23 prohibits the traffic in human beings and forced labor such as beggar. According to Article 24, no child below the age of 14 years shall be employed to work in any factory or mine or engaged in any other hazardous employment. Beggar was a system in which government, especially the British government officers and zamindars, used to compel the persons to carry their goods when they moved from one place to other place, and this was a forced labor in which no remuneration was paid. Article 46 of the Constitution also states that the state shall promote the educational and economic interests of weaker sections, namely scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. Additionally, Articles 243D, 243 Clause D, 330 and 332 promise proportionate reservation of seats for both scheduled castes and scheduled tribes in panchayats, municipalities, state legislative assemblies, and the Lok Sabha. Indian reports on SC and ST atrocities. National Crime Record Bureau data reveals 60% cases not even reached trial stage. NCRB data shows that under SC ST Prevention of Atrocities Act 1989, the conviction rate was only 15.4%, while the charge sheeting rate was 77%. A total of 38,564 cases of atrocities against SCs in which SCOST Prevention of Atrocities Act applied were registered in the country during 2015. The highest incidence of atrocities against SCs were reported from Uttar Pradesh 8,357 cases, followed by Bihar 6,293 cases, Rajasthan 5,911 cases, and Madhya Pradesh 3,546 cases. Majority of victims under atrocities against SCs were also reported from Uttar Pradesh 8,459 persons, followed by Bihar 6,552 persons, Rajasthan 5,979 persons and Madhya Pradesh 3,693 persons. The highest rate of atrocities against SCs was reported from Goa 51.1, followed by Rajasthan 48.4, Bihar 38.0, and Daman and Diu 32.7 compared to 19.2 at all India level during 2015. There are international laws to prevent SC and ST atrocities. The Committee on the Elimination of Racial Discrimination 1965 and the Human Rights Committee, monitoring bodies under the United Nations International Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Racial Discrimination and the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, respectively, have both expressed concern over the severe social discrimination still practiced against members of scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. India signed the Convention Against Torture and Other Cruel, Inhuman, or Degrading Treatment of Punishment on October 14, 1997. The provisions of the convention will become binding upon its ratification. But severe beatings of Dalit men and women by the police, crimes by higher caste people, recent data on SC/ST atrocities indicates there is a need to improve states' duty to protect SC/ST rights and prevent crimes. SC and ST Prevention of Atrocities Act 1989. Objectives: to prevent the commission of offences of atrocities against the members of the scheduled caste and the scheduled tribes. 2. Provide for special courts and the exclusive special courts for the trial of such offences and for the relief and rehabilitation of the victims of such offences and for matters connected therewith or incidental thereto. This law is applicable to the whole of India. There are more than 26 offences listed in the Section 3 of the Act. Section 3 Clause 2 VA subclause of the Act lists more than 34 offences of the Indian Penal Code 1860. Punishment should be given through the Act and as per the Indian Penal Code 1860. Section 4 of the Act. Punishment for neglect of duties. Clause 1. Whoever being a public servant but not being a member of a scheduled caste or a scheduled tribe willfully neglects his duties required to be performed by him under this act and the rules made thereunder shall be punishable with imprisonment for a term which shall not be less than 6 months but which may extend to 1 year. Section 14. Special Court and Exclusive Special Court. Section 14 Clause 1. For the purpose of providing for speedy trial, the state government shall, with the concurrence of the Chief Justice of the High Court by notification in the Official Gazette, establish an exclusive special court for one or more districts. Clause 2. It shall be the duty of the state government to establish adequate number of courts to ensure that cases under this act are disposed of within a period of 2 months as far as possible. Clause 3. In every trial in the special court or the exclusive special court, the proceedings shall be continued from day to day until all the witnesses in attendance have been examined, unless the special court or the exclusive special court finds the adjournment of the same beyond the following day to be necessary for reasons to be recorded in writing. Section 15 provides various rights to victims and witnesses. Section 15 Clause A. Rights of victims and witnesses. Clause 1. It shall be the duty and responsibility of the state to make arrangements for the protection of victims, their dependents and witnesses against any kind of intimidation or coercion or inducement or violence or threats of violence. Clause 2. A victim shall be treated with fairness, respect and dignity and with due regard to any special need that arises because of the victim's age or gender or educational disadvantage or poverty.
Conclusion. Article 338 of the Indian Constitution provides for a national commission for the scheduled castes and scheduled tribes with duties to investigate and monitor all matters relating to safeguards provided for them, to inquire into specific complaints and to participate and advise on the plan process their socio-economic development. Now the time came to conduct suo motu investigations instead of waiting for complaints. By doing so, improve the respect of India at international levels. To provide human rights, to develop peace and harmony, international law community should come forward to protect the lives and rights of SC and ST community. In addition to data interpretation and making conventions, there is a need to provide economic assistance directly to the victims of SC/ST atrocities. Indian news media, international news media should come forward to protect lives and rights of SC and ST community.